Hey everyone, welcome back to the NFA Review channel. We're out here at SHOT Show 2017. I'm here with Bobby with CGS Group, and he's going to give us a quick rundown on what he has going on for this year. Bear with us, we might get a little de-energized mid-interview here, because it is the final day of SHOT Show, final interview, final video, and we're getting on an airplane tomorrow. So it's been a pretty rough week, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys have been meetings all day, we've been going to interviews, it's been rough, but we all do it for all you guys at home. So, little backstory here for those of you that are new to CGS Group. I've already filmed 2 reviews for them. The Hydra stainless and aluminum 22 cans, badass cans. They actually have another 22 can coming out soon. But CGS wasn't all cans at the beginning. They started out building the Pandora, which is a specialized high-end detonator device for our men and women overseas, door kicking and blowing shit up. And also precision bolt guns here. Here's a beautiful build here. You guys actually build this to order from the website. You can pick tons of different actions, barrels, chassis, stocks, you name it, you order it, and it doesn't take a year to get like some other companies. So that's awesome. Hopefully we'll be doing a review on one of these soon in 6.5 Creedmoor. So Bobby, I'm going to give you the floor here. Just give us a quick rundown on what we got going on. I know everybody that follows my page is like head over heels wants to hear about the Kraken. We've been leading up some cool announcements coming. We still can't spill the beans yet on that part of the Kraken. However, we can go ahead and talk about the numbers you guys were getting with the Freedom Munitions. What was it, the 165 grain hush?
Right, 165 grain hush.
Yeah, so hit it up.
So, like Adam said, he sent a couple reviews.
Look, you hear his voice, he's like, he's already tired.
Well, unlike Adam, who's getting on a plane tomorrow, we're actually getting in a car later and driving 12 hours after this. So
that
I'm
sucks.
not as excited as he is. I'm excited that it's over, but it's not quite over.
No.
So yeah, like he said, we're a new company. It doesn't mean we're new to the industry. It doesn't mean we're new to guns. It just means we started a company. We started cutting metal 2015, and we began working, as he said, on the Pandora, which is a dual mechanical firing device for explosive breaching. It's pretty popular with the special operations folks and with the federal, state, local law enforcement. Not a real application.
I mean, I would love
Yeah.
to have a reason to own that thing, for sure.
There's a lot of interest in that, Adam, and I think maybe we'll...
Oh wait, is that my cameraman? He left his phone on ring and not vibrate, just in case everybody at home is taking notes.
We're gonna we may make a cigar cutter out of this for everybody that just loves CGS.
Yeah, that thing's
and
awesome.
wants to have kind of a replica, I guess, of a Pandora. But,
For those of you that weren't at SHOT Show, every time they're on the floor walking around, people ask, "Can I see the Pandora?" And they hand it off, and they walk around clicking it for an hour. So
yeah,
I think a cigar cutter is definitely fitting.
absolutely,
For sure.
There's been a lot of call for that. So.
You'll sell more of those.
We're trying to work through some contracting stuff right now with the government on that, and that takes up a significant amount of our time. It has since the inception of CGS, but we still found time to make a few silencers also. So, like Adam said, he's reviewed the Hydra, SS, and AL, and we love those. We love those cans. That was our kind of our first foray into the silencer world. With those, Josh Parker, our engineer, had a baffle design in mind that was unique, and we built the silencer around that baffle.
Mm-hmm.
And we think we have a fairly decent rimfire can. The stainless multi-caliber version of that works all the way up to 5.7 by 28.
Yep.
Full auto 22. Any rimfire, and then the aluminum version at 3.5 ounces is fantastic on rimfire handguns.
And when Josh and I were doing a little blind study test in the backyard, not many companies will let me do it live. Yeah. Seriously, I've had companies that are like, nope, we could film it, but we're not doing it live.
That's
And
the only way to
Josh
do
is
it.
like, yeah, I have faith in it. And we went out back. Worst case scenario, you got sound reflecting surfaces like trees and fence lines and stuff. And we put it right up there with the mask, same host, same ammo at the same time. We turned around. The tactical nomad was out there, and he was going back and forth, and we were trying to guess which one was quieter. And I think yours edged it out, or they were kind of like back and forth.
Yeah.
It was the day that the first time a suppressor got close or the same as the tone as the mask.
Sure.
The mask has like a really good deep tone to it.
Yeah,
So
I
like
remember
everybody
having
was
trouble.
commenting like, "Oh my God," you know.
Yeah.
So that was a big moment, and you know, hats off to Josh for being able to do that. Especially, like you said, you guys are new to the world, but you came in kicking down doors and blowing them off their hinges. So.
Yeah. We definitely had a good baffle design. The rimfire can worked great.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have a direction for that one. We didn't. There wasn't a real focus like there was with the Kraken. So, as I explained, we kind of built the Hydra around the baffle.
Mm-hmm.
The Orion baffle design. Josh invented that, and it works well. But with the Kraken, we decided. We kind of made a conscious decision about whether we were going to make a 9mm handgun can or not. A lot of folks in the industry are like, you just make a 45, don't mess with the 9mm. And we thought, you know what, what's the best 9mm can out there? And pretty much everybody that we spoke to, and also we own a lot of cans, and the Tyrant 9 seemed like the most solid 9mm performer.
It might be outdated as far as how it's taken down to clean and the
Sure.
baffle design, but anybody who's been around cans for long enough knows that the Tyrant 9's tone is like, it's tits.
Yeah.
It sounds great. And that, again, Josh came over, and that was a prototype. It wasn't
Yeah.
even what it is now. I mean, it was 2 baffle designs ago or tweaks ago.
Sure.
And we went out back and we got some Freedom Munitions Hush, and we put it same host, same gun, just like last time. Next to the Tyrant 9, and it beat the Tyrant 9.
Right.
And I was like, holy crap.
Yeah,
So-
the design that he brought out there, when we metered it at the shop, it was, it was a toss-up. Same hole, same can.
And you guys are using a B&K 2209 meter?
Yeah, we have BK22 on
Right.
that.
So they're metering standard,
We're doing mil-spec
mil-spec testing.
We're doing as close as you can get to
Right.
that without, I
Right.
mean, it's not super critical to me. If somebody wants to duplicate the test, I have nothing but faith that they'll be able to.
Right. You
to
guys send me
duplicate it.
cell phone videos all the time of the
Yeah,
meters.
We do it all the time.
All the time, like every day. I believe like the tweak, like it was it like 4 decibels quieter
Oh,
than the
yeah.
original.
Yeah, so
4 decibels is huge.
we
jump.
made some significant changes to the can, weight-wise. There's a lot less in it now, baffle-wise.
So you drop some weight.
Yeah, we dropped a significant amount of weight. But like I said, we're shooting for a performance standard that for years has been unachievable, evidently, because nobody's made a 9mm can that's better than a Tyrant 9. So.
Right, because they gave up. They said, screw it, we'll do the multi-cal thing with the 45s. And they stopped innovating, really, the 9mm cans, like you said. And the only way to really squeeze that potential out is to just do it. You're going to have to make it. Yes, you can shoot subcals through a 45.
Sure.
But you're just not going to get that, like, Ferrari performance. You're just not going to be quite there.
Well, we're there.
You are there. Let's go and spill the beans.
Yeah, so-
You were using your ZevTech Glock, and we'll get to that in a minute. But you were using a ZevTech Glock 17
Yeah.
with Freedom Munitions Hush 165s.
Absolutely.
And what was your average?
We're averaging 114 dB with Freedom 165s.
Tyrant 9, what was it, Josh? Tyrant 9, like 125s back in the day? What was that?
With standard 147 grains.
Standard
but with the same ammo, same host and all that, we're about 4 dB lower.
So they're 4 decibels quieter with the 165 grain Hush
Yep.
than the Tyrant 9. 4 decibels is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That is a lot. And so the tone's probably even deeper.
Yeah, it's
4.
like it.
So what was it again? 114?
Yeah, 114.
Now the slide shutting. This should echo good because we're recording in stereo. That's
That meter's anywhere between 110 and 112.
okay. So you're about 2
About-
decibels louder than that is the actual shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say you guys hit the mark.
Well, we think so. And about a week before shot, we had some, everybody's concerned with first round pop. So, and it affects your average.
Mm-hmm.
You're shooting a 10-shot average, and your first round's 4 or
Right.
5 dB louder.
Everything's going up.
Yeah, so we worked on, we have some fixes for that we
Yes.
implemented. And
We can't talk about that right now.
now we've got it to where it's a toss-up. Your first round may be 114, it may be 113.
Jesus.
It may be 113 and 3/4. I mean, it may be 115, but there's not a 5 dB difference between your
Right.
first and second round.
Right.
And so we're pretty happy with where we're at on that. I mean, we're going to call it quits and go ahead and run production.
Go ahead and do it. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
you guys have been tweaking this for quite a while, and I've been teasing it, the original iteration on my page, and there's a
Right.
pretty big following of people that were like, "When are you gonna do the Kraken?" Because we thought we were gonna do it before SHOT Show, remember?
Yeah, absolutely.
And things changed, and I was like, "Sorry."
Yeah, I mean, we were working on
But hey, guess what? You guys waited an extra month. You're gonna get a can that's 4 dB quieter. So
Yeah, everybody's gonna be happy that the night we left for shot, we're out there trying new things, metering the changes we made, and I mean, we all agreed that if it wasn't the best thing out there in 9mm, that we weren't gonna release it. What's
Right.
the point? We don't really want to continue doing the same thing.
and then you had to screw around and go make a 45 can after all that.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense with the changes and all the lessons we learned in prototyping Kraken. We decided to apply those to the Nautilus,
Mhm.
and we've got quite a good performing 45 can as well.
Yeah. Do you want to spill those beans on that numbers or wait?
That's averaging around 123 dB with 230 grain ball.
123 dB
Right.
with 230 grain ball from Hush,
Yeah.
right? What host?
On we have a H&K USP tag.
Try it.
Don't tell the Zeftech guys.
We'll edit that part out.
Hal's not gonna like that.
Have you guys tried a 1911 yet? I find they
I haven't metered a 1911.
they meter a little quieter, I think.
But yeah, you're right about that. I
Right.
mean, I haven't metered the new full on
New design,
production
ready. Yeah, the product's ready.
Nautilus
Okay.
on a 1911. Yeah.
So you're floating around like
Well,
one.
I'm trying to do 10 shot, so
Right.
1911. Well, my 1911's not gonna make it.
right. And most won't.
Yeah.
So you want to do? I mean, you have a 45 can floating around the very very low 120s, which and
Right.
that's shot dry, which is crazy.
Yeah, we have never metered either one of those cans wet.
You remember
You
back
can do
in?
that when you get home if you want, but I'm not.
I hate shooting wet. I hate it.
I'm not
It's
a
a
fan.
mess.
And that's another thing we talk about a lot. We love cans. I mean, we
Mhm.
read about them. Josh studies about the specs.
I know.
He
That's how me.
pours over 'em, man.
That's how
And
Josh and I met.
nobody wants to shoot a wet can. I realize your can is great when it's wet.
Right.
but I'm not gonna make a can that
Has to be wet to sound
to
good.
perform.
Right.
It's just not gonna happen.
It's a shortcut. It's a cutting corners.
If you want to wet down our can, feel free.
Mhm.
It's fine. But I don't want to put wet numbers out there. I don't really want to put DB at shooter's ear. I mean,
Right.
there's a test. It's a mil spec test.
Right.
You use a mil spec meter.
Right.
You do the deal,
Right.
and you get the numbers that everybody can take to the bank. And on the Nautilus, we did the same thing. We sat down and said, what's the best performing 45 can out there? And in our opinion, the Obsidian 45 in its full configuration is the best 45 can out there.
Their tone, they nailed it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was our benchmark.
Right.
And I'm not gonna revel in the fact that we outperformed that. I mean, it's a
Right.
fantastic can.
Oh yeah. It's
And
modular.
I'm thankful for the fact that those guys made that can.
Right.
Because without that,
Might not have reached for
I
that
don't
star.
have the benchmark.
Right.
And so that's the only way that we're gonna progress
Right.
as an industry is
Right.
innovation. I mean, we can all make monocores and stick them in tubes and stuff like that and make silencers, but
Right.
if you want to move forward on sound reduction, and people have to get outside of that and
Get outside that box.
yeah, and try it. And And we hope maybe one day that that the Nautilus or the Kraken will inspire one of these companies
To edge you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we love silencers.
Yeah.
And as soon as they do, I'll buy one.
I know.
And we'll go to
That's
work
what a lot of
with
people
it.
don't realize. They think there's like
Yeah.
this rift, like with companies. Like, listen, everybody here is a suppressor nerd.
Sure.
We all own silencers from everybody. So, like, to me, it's like, oh well, shit. Now I got to get another one. You know?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Competition's good for everybody, especially everybody at home watching it. They know that. So just more options for them. And if the HPA passes, well, they're gonna.
Win.
Yeah, I know. If you're gonna be busy as hell, if that passes.
Win it passes.
Because listen, there's gonna be some crappy ones thrown together that pop
Sure.
up from everybody that wants to build a suppressor. But at the end of the day, I would still spend my money for something that's high end that sounds good. You're buying it for life anyway. Tax stamp or not, you're buying it for life.
That's what we think too. That's why we, that's why when you look at our cans, they look a little different. They're not, nothing's.
You got options.
we got.
You got
a lot of
options.
I mean,
What was the joke?
It's
Somebody.
fantastic, right?
No.
Bishop Don Magic Wand.
Yeah. Somebody took
Yeah.
a picture of your can and put it in a pimp's hand, right?
Yeah.
Don, yeah.
Oh, it is pimp.
That was funny.
We think it's pimp too.
Yeah. So you can laugh at yourself. Okay. This is for people who want a little bling. This is for people who shoot people in the middle of the night overseas. You know.
Yeah.
There you go.
The way I feel about it is, there are some guys like that actually use silencers, but we know some of those guys, and there's a need for that. But I think probably about 99% of the folks that are buying silencers right now are not
Door kicking.
We're talking about dirt shooting, and
Right.
And the reason why we like to do stuff like that is you saw it at the NFA review shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You got a table with 20 black tubes that are between
Washes
6
out.
and 8 inches long,
Right.
laying on this table,
Right.
and you'll be able to pick ours out.
Yeah.
And when you shoot them, you'll know too.
Oh yeah.
So it's all for attention.
Right.
We're a small company. We're a new company. We got to do something different to differentiate ourselves.
Without divulging too much to everybody at home, what's going on with you and ZTech? Because people are starting to connect the dots here. So especially since you guys shared a booth at SHOT Show, which was pretty awesome. Josh and I were moving all these cans around and getting photos out there yesterday. So yeah, go ahead and.
It's all good stuff. I mean, the folks at Zev, Al Wolf and the Wolf family have been extremely good to us since the founding of our company.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of taken us under their wing.
Mm-hmm.
They had us out very early on, had us out to California to see their operation, gave us a lot of the ideas as far as the mechanics of how to
Operate
accomplish
under the
this stuff.
Century Street, yeah.
Because there's no practice run at it.
No.
I mean, you got to figure it out yourself.
They've been around.
Sure.
They know.
They've been in business quite a while. I mean, they're a $7-8 million a year company.
Right.
And for Al, a guy like Al with the mind for design that guy has, and a proven business history like that, to take you and your company under his wing is really
Good opportunity.
Oh, it's the best opportunity ever.
Yeah.
And so their leadership and ours have had a special relationship from the beginning. And you guys will probably recall that last year at SHOT, we also had the Hydra in there,
Right.
in their booth.
On a much smaller level. Now you're
Very,
like,
very
you guys had your own little
Yeah, they give us
stand
our own little
and-
corner.
Yeah, a
we
lot
hope
of
to
people
continue.
walking up. A lot of people. I was stopping by every couple hours, walking through doing photos and videos, and you had groups of people drooling all over your stuff here.
Yeah.
So if they could only hear it,
That's
they
the
would
key.
know. You need to go in the corner with a phone book and.
You probably could.
You probably could have, yeah.
I don't know if anybody wants to get their shot pop off, but
Yeah, shot pop.
but yeah. So we're trying to figure out early this year how to develop a business relationship, one that's mutually beneficial, and it really fits for us as far as the Kraken is concerned to partner with them, because they do a significant amount of 9mm.
Right.
Yeah, just about everything they do is 9mm. So we've been in talks to allow Zev to be the exclusive distributor for the Kraken.
It's awesome.
For the exclusivity would be for a limited amount of time, but we feel like it's an excellent pair. It's an awesome opportunity for us.
Oh yeah.
They, like I said, they have a well-established company, an amazing sales force, manufacturing experience. They make probably some of the coolest guns on the
Yeah, they
planet.
had, going through their booth, they have quite a lot of different
Yeah.
options.
Well, and the thing you got to realize too is that, when you start thinking about that particular gun and where that's at today, all of the people that do that kind of work
Started with
Started.
ZedTech.
after,
Right.
I mean, they were the first guys to do anything with a Glock.
Right.
The cops were carrying them; those guys were milling the slides.
Right.
They were making triggers. I mean, nobody was doing that.
Now everybody's doing it.
Now, yeah, I don't know if anybody does it as good, but there's a lot of people doing it.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
you
we
can
could've-
tell, and they actually, a lot of people don't know this. There's most of the people out there, they're milling Glock slides. These guys are making their own slides
Yeah.
from virgin metal,
Sure.
machining them
The only
down.
part on that gun that's a Glock part is the frame.
Right. And I'm sure they
Every
can make
other
that too,
part.
but
Well, yeah, they can.
yeah.
Every other part on that gun is a ZevTech part. It's manufactured by ZevTech.
They can control everything, the tolerances, how they want it designed from the get-go. So, much like
Well,
you can.
Absolutely.
Match made in heaven, I say.
Yeah. I mean,
So, a lot of big things coming. A lot of big things in the pipeline. A lot of things cannot be discussed yet, but I would say everybody keep your ear to the ground with CGS Group
Sure.
and ZevTech collectively, because we have a lot of things coming. So, Bobby, thanks for coming.
hey, thanks for having me.
And thanks for building kick-ass products. Thanks for definitely jumping the hurdle of developing a 9mm can that's, Ferrari status, something that we can actually geek out over numbers again,
Yeah.
once again. So,
Well, what I'd like to do is when we come down for the full review,
mhm.
to bring the BK2209.
Yeah, let's do it.
You got a ton of cans. I mean, no one's gonna believe that. You tell them 114.
Right.
Tell them Hush. Tell them
Yeah.
Glock
We'll-
17.
We'll meter it.
Kraken.
We'll meter it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
we'll
wait and see.
accurately depict the tone at the same time.
Sure.
So, that true audio.
And we'll get to go to Florida.
Yeah, well, and don't wait too long because you don't want to come to Florida next month or the month after. It's going to be hot. So, all right, everybody. Hope you guys had fun getting into the brain of Bobby West here. So, once again, CGS, thank you for coming up here. Like I said, guys, we're kind of like moseying on through this interview because we were a little tired from the 50 miles we've probably walked on the shot show floor the last week. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Lots of stuff coming from this company. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, full30.com, Facebook, and Instagram. See you guys.